Hello there, Tyrant here, and I just saw the final episode of After the Rain. And how do I put this? So the episode, um, it was not what I was expecting for its last episode. It had kind of its own finale for the season, and maybe because the way the show was put, the ending, this episode kind of just felt oddly awkward, I would say. So let's talk about it. So we still have the lingering feelings of Tachibana worrying about her track and field stuff, while Kondo is still kind of handling his not only his work stuff but his literature stuff. And there's this rumor that he's gonna get promoted and everything, and just basically things moving forward in the world. Um, so so what's interesting about this episode is, even though there's not a lot of outside character development besides shoot, who are those two other extra characters, the blonde haired girl and the kid who liked Tachibana early in the series. That little endeavor was very interesting. And then kind of Tachibana and her friends whole deal with, well, that's overall just Tachibana on her side too. Like that that level of friendship is kind of hard to mend together sometimes. So so moving into this kind of strange uh this kind of strange, like, way of like looking in this episode, like, it's weird because you keep thinking about the episode in a way that it's gonna fully satisfy you in a way, because the way the show was pretense was this kind of this what's the best way to put it, this romance, I would say, this unobtainable romance between Tachibana and Mr. Kondo. And throughout the series, it was just slowly building it, but exploring each of their what was the best way to put it, their their lost dreams, I would say. Um, but it's what's interesting about the episode is they kind of help each other see and fully utilize what the other wants. With Tachibana, it's a little bit easier, I would say, in the sense that in a sense that Mr. Kondo's kind of has the years and experience to kind of guide her slightly and accurately into realizing that there's something missing in her life that she needs. There's a couple times that it's been done, but he's always been so awkward as a character that when he finally does it in a way that works, it hits her, and she's finally trying to get back into track and field, her passion. Now, what was interesting about Mr. Kondo's character, was this girl Tachibana's, like, insertion into his life, like his personal life, that kind of resparked, like reinvigorated, I would say, his passion. um, and just seeing her youthfulness and the potential made him kind of look back at his life and what made him passionate about his stuff. So when this episode ended with no real like relationship stuff, there was something implied at the end, and it was interesting, to say the least. And I myself was like, my heart dropped that moment, when the whole screen turned to sky, and Tachibana ran to him. Yeah, Tachibana ran to him, and they embraced. That was like, I was like ecstatic, but it was all in his mind, and that kind of threw me off a little bit. It, not in a bad way. It was just like, because it was, I don't know how to put it, because I'm glad it wasn't real, because the way the show was being developed up to that point didn't feel like that. Depending on what was said afterwards in those moments, I'm glad that it wasn't like done right, because if it was kind of like this full true love confession thing again, then I would have been really upset, because there was nothing implied at that point. It was all really just kind of a little bit one-sided with Tachibana, but the when he kind of snaps back and kind of implies, like, after they realize their dreams, their promise with each other, that they go from there. So that's what I really enjoyed. So we're just gonna, yeah, there's not, you're gonna have to wait and see. It's over now. I don't know what to say more. I don't know what I really was looking forward to in this episode. I honestly don't. It's weird, because the way the show progressed, it was making me feel like some grander thing was gonna happen, but the way it ended felt like time progressed with each other, and it just another chapter to move on to. And that's kind of how the show has been. So I'm gonna end it there. I don't know, there's a lot to mull over. But yeah, that was the final episode of After the Rain. It's, wow. I was not expecting this. Alright then. Thanks again for watching. Until next time.